Alright, what's good, guys? Welcome. This is gonna be another little series that I'm gonna be doing on this YouTube channel, and essentially it's gonna be all about my investments, right? And I've seen a lot of these kind of videos on YouTube where they kind of document their journey with their investments and all that stuff, and I kind of wanted to do the same thing. I thought that it's a pretty cool kind of concept, and I want to document this stuff, right? Same thing with my trading. I want to be able to just look back at it and see where I started and where I currently am in the future. So there's a lot of different things that kind of come into play when it comes to investing. Like for me personally, I'm not someone who likes to invest 100% into like just pure growth. I want to live off dividends, right? I want to be able to I want to be able to have, this portfolio right here, this TFSA portfolio right here, pay for like my expenses in the future. You know what I mean? Like for all of you guys who don't know what a TFSA is, it's basically a tax sheltered account. So I don't get taxed on any withdrawals. I can take out the money anytime I want, but there is a caveat to it, right? There's obviously like a contribution limit, or else it would be just way too fucking OP. So this is the account that I'm going to be using. I really do not want to have a taxable account if I don't need to, because I'm already trading and all that stuff. So having a double taxation on both of them will just be way too much. So I'm just going to be building this TFSA portfolio, and we're going to see where it goes, man. Like I've had 10k, like if you look all time, I've had 10k since like 2023, and then I withdrew 6,000 here because I wanted to fund my stock trading account. So I also have a stock trading account, but that's more of like a personal kind of just trading. And I recently just started, what's it called, I kind of sold some positions from my growth stocks, so I'm able to kind of have some cash available to invest in all these right here. And I'm going to go over these kind of stocks with you guys as kind of the series goes on, but just for today, I'm just going to kind of give you guys a little rundown of what's going to be happening. So I'm going to be dollar cost averaging on a weekly basis, and I'm going to be updating you guys every single week on like the dollar cost averaging. So in Canada, we have a TFSA account, which is this one right here. This TFSA account has a contribution limit, and that contribution limit is $7,000 for 2025. So for me, $7,000 for a whole year, I like the dollar cost average on a weekly basis. So 7,000 divided by 52 is 134. So I'm going to be dollar cost averaging $134 into these guys right here. So these guys right here are my covered call ETFs. I don't know if you guys can see that very clearly, but these guys right here are basically going to be funding these guys right here, right? And these are basically a mix of REITs and ETFs, right? They focus a lot more on dividend growth more than they do with just pure equity growth, just pure like S&P 500, Apple, and all that stuff. Like I don't give a shit about that, to be honest. I care more about dividends. I care more about building and compounding that stuff over a long period of time. And there's also kind of a rebuttal to that, right? Like you could always build up and just gain insane amount of ROI on like the S&P 500, or like invest in Microsoft or something. But I just don't want to liquidate all that and then just put it all into a covered call. Like I'd rather just kind of build it up over a long period of time. You know what I mean? And it's just, I don't know, man. It's just like my style, bro. That's my fucking style, bro, and I like it. So you guys can see right here that I have my core income generators, which are these covered call ETFs right here. And essentially what I'm doing is I'm taking 50% of whatever this value is right there. So whenever I get a payout, I'm taking 50%. I'm reinvesting that back into the covered call, back into the stock, whatever. And then 50% of the covered calls, like, so 50 gets reinvested, and then 50 gets redistributed to all the other stocks that I was talking about, right? So all of these guys right here, these will be funded by these covered calls. So essentially these right here are free, but they're not like you get what I'm saying? Like, they're funded by the cover calls. The cover calls are the one I'm dollar cost averaging into, and that's kind of how I'm gonna be doing it. I feel like I picked very monopolistic companies here, and then these ETFs are just pure, like dividend growth, right? You have SCHD, and then DGRO. Like, these are just the simple path to like dividend growth investing, right? Like, every dividend growth investor has these two ETFs in there, and XEQT is just the Canadian equivalent to like the entire stock market. So it holds the S&P 500. It holds a bunch of Canadian. I think it holds the Canadian like banks and all that stuff, and then it holds a bunch of like emerging markets. So there's a lot of fucking stocks in there. So it kind of dials down, or kind of this minimizes or suppresses the whole volatility, because these cover calls as well are kind of crazy. Very high quality cover call ETFs, and I'll make a rundown of these cover call ETFs in another video, but these are really good high quality like holdings that I've picked here. Like, I spent like 2-3 weeks trying to create and like dial down a list, and I've had like 20 holdings before and all that stuff, but now I just have I just have 9. So wait, no, not 9. I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. I have 13 different holdings. So a lot of just back and forth, right? Like, I wanted to pick the best of the best. I wanted to pick companies that I believed in long term, right? I want to pick companies that have a monopolistic type of approach to it. And these REITs right here, VG, EGP, MAA, very recession proof, interest proof. So for the most part, they're interest proof, right? Because EGP, industrial warehouses, MAA, residential, right? We're always going to need supply of these guys. Vici is more susceptible to interest, just because like it's just pure entertainment, right? Like, you guys look at Vici, it's just Las Vegas stripped, like the casinos, all entertainment in Las Vegas essentially is just Vici. So that's why I like it. And yeah, you have DGRO. DGRO kind of has like the blue chip stocks in it, right? So it has Apple, it has your Microsoft. I think it has like Visa and all that stuff. Like, it has really good high quality growth stocks, as well as kind of like that 5-year CAGR growth. So that's why I like it a lot. And yeah, this is essentially right here is my little calculator that I made for myself, right? So every time I get a dividend from these guys, I'll just input it in here. So let's say I get like $100 from JEPQ, right? I'll just do that, and then it updates. So 50% goes back into JEPQ, and then here 50% gets distributed to these guys right here, right, to all the other ones. So with my XDTE and my QDTE and my JEPQ, these three right here, I have a total amount of $10.31 to be distributed to those guys right there, right? My REITs and my ETFs essentially. So it's a very robust system, very hands-on, but I feel like long term this is going to be like the play for me, right? Like, this is going to be something that's going to compound, because I'm not in this just for the equity, right? I'm in this for like I want to cheat the system, bro. Like, I want to live off this stuff with my trading account, and I just want to withdraw tax free. Like, who doesn't want that shit, right? So that's what I'm trying to do. And yeah, I'm going to document that whole entire journey with you guys. So I hope you guys like this short little video, right? This is just like the little introduction of what I'm finna be doing. And yeah, I'm gonna keep you guys updated. This is probably gonna be released on like every Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, just like one of those days, or I might just release it when I do outlooks. But yeah, I haven't really figured out what I'm gonna do yet with this like upload schedule for the series, but I will update you guys on whatever you guys will see here, like this, just like the different dividends and all that stuff, the payouts and all that. So I also will give a rundown of these guys as well, like every single one of these holdings in another video. But for right now, we're solely just gonna kind of give you guys an introduction of what I'm finna be doing. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video type shit. I gotta go work tomorrow at like 7 a.m. so 12 hours of work, bro. I'm gonna be fucking tired, bro. All me, bro. I'm gonna be tired as hell, bro. But let's go back to some Chris Brown, bro. Tell me who You know, like, yo, y'all listen to the Drake album though? Dude, this song right here is so fucking good, bro. Yeah, listen to this, bro. I started jumping, bro. I was like, bro.
Girl, I can't decide if I should stay.
This is like Little Red Riding Hood theme song, bro. Like,
if I could just get next to you, I'd probably be.
I gotta stop, bro. I'll talk to you guys in the next one, bro. I love y'all.